Alright, what's going on, people? JJ Wilson here, and I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can. I don't want to drag this one since this is like a recently new show or anime that I've been checking out, and I just got done with season 1. This is called No Guns Life, and because it's so brand new to me, I'm probably not gonna spend too much time discussing the background, but based on the plot, from what I could tell, so there was like a big war that happened in this particular world, and now there's recently been peace, and we're in a city which I don't know the name of. Like, a lot of information in this anime is pretty vague, and I guess it's probably for good reason. So it focuses on this guy that's like he's working like a freelance detective, sort of. He's not part of any police force that I know of or anything like that, but he does get hired to do certain jobs by clients. So he's something like he's like a detective slash bounty hunter type guy. So this dude's name is Juzo Inui, and yeah, you'll recognize him easily because he's got a face of a gun. So his head is like made of a gun and a pistol. And the only time he only uses it on special occasions, but somebody has to pull the trigger. It can't be him, because I can imagine if you had like a gun attached to your head, it'd be kind of hard to shoot unless like you had like another arm back there or something. You could probably shoot it by yourself or whatever. But either way, he's the gunman head. Just know that. If you can't remember his name, Juzo, just call him the gunman head. That's just something I made up. But anyway, the show kind of centers around him, and he eventually bumps into this kid, or actually the kid just kind of infiltrates his apartment or whatever. And the kid's name is Tetsuro, and basically he's like the son of this cyborg corporation, this tycoon corporation called Beidhurin. It's German, so forgive me if I don't pronounce it right. So he's the son of the CEO, and at first they kind of don't get along, but because Juzo, he doesn't like kids really. But after a while, he kind of gets used by Juzo. Actually, Juzo gets used by the kid Tetsuro, because Tetsuro has this mechanism inside of him called Harmony. It's like a program that's made by his father's company, and it basically has the power to like control other cyborgs in the city. And they got a name. It's called Extended. And so Juzo is an Extended, so he was able to control him for a time to kind of help out, you know, other people who were in trouble by the corporation, like other Extendeds. And so that eventually, you know, they kind of become friends and everything. They eventually become friends after, you know, rescuing some people or failing to rescue people. So all throughout this show, you'll see that, you know, whatever jams they get into, either they save the person's life or they have to sacrifice that person, you know, for the good of the city, or for the extenders that get used up pretty much. So you'll kind of see that once you watch the show. So, and there's another character that tags along with them too. She's actually an engineer. Her name is Mary Steinberg, and she's kind of like the comic relief in the show and everything. She's always cracking jokes at Juzo and you know, Baby and Tetsuro, because he's still like a kid and everything. I'm not sure how old she is. I guess she's 17 or 18 years old. So she's kind of young, but she's very, very smart, especially when it comes to tech and mechanics. So yeah, those are the main characters, and there's a couple other characters on here. And like, there's this one dude named Von Cronin. I think his name is Cronin. He's part of what's called the EMS. I forget what it stands for, but it's basically the police force. And they're partially responsible of the local laws in the area and everything. And yeah, he's pretty cool because he fights with needles. And so he's throwing them at extends and stuff, and it paralyzes them. So yeah, he's a rather interesting guy. And his boss, who's also very interesting, one of the more attractive women on there. That's another common theme here. It's some of the characters on here are like overly attractive. And so his boss, her name is Olivier. It's either Olivier or Olivia, and she's like the chief of the EMS. And so she kind of bumps into Juzo, and it seems like they knew each other before, and so she has him do this one job to capture this one extended who's kind of running amok and everything. And it's almost like a loose romance between the two of them. Not really, but you know, they kind of tease each other a bit. So you got that character, and then there's these two girls that work for Beta Rin. One of them is a baddie. The other one is crazy. Like, and here's the funny part. So the older sister, you see her at the very beginning of the show, and she thinks she kills Juzo, but he actually survives. And so you'll get to see her. You'll get to see Karen. That's the first girl, and then her younger sister. You'll see at the end, the later part of season 1, Pepper. That chick is crazy. That chick is ridiculous. And funny enough, she has a sidekick, or like a subordinate, an extended called Seven. And you'll get to see why Seven is rather special. I'm not gonna reveal why, but you'll have to watch the show to see for yourself. And there's one more character. It's the dude that Juzo fought like in the middle of the season. He's got a gold head, and I forgot his name, but you'll get to see him. He kind of act in the beginning. He kind of acted like All Might from My Hero Academia a little bit, minus the muscle poses. But that's what his personality kind of reminded me of. But you'll get to see him, and you'll find out why he eventually fights Juzo. So it's a decent show. My only pet peeve is like it's just a lot of vague stuff missing in this anime. I think it's for good reason, and I guess season 2, when that comes out, episodes 12 through 24, that might address some things as to why they're vague. All I know is it's just, you know, it's this big war that involved cyber technology, and because of that, I guess whoever came out on top made these laws against these people that have these augmentations, and they're called extended. And so they have to like put those people on a tight leash or whatever. And if they don't do what they say, then you know they get punished for it and things like that. So yeah, it's stuff like that they gotta address. So that's why I can't really give the show a really high rating like I kind of wanted to. So overall, it's a decent show. If you want to check it out, you can. If not, you know, that's fine too. But that's all I got. So let me know in the comments section if you already watched this show as well. And look forward to what you have to say and everything. Alright, I'll check out later.